People prefer to work in front of a computer.
Right? Nobody wants to work anymore. Exactly.
That's your computer, exactly.
What's up, Pizzaholics? I'm over here in South Amboy, New Jersey, at a place called DELIO'S, right across the street there from me. What a special place, guys, for so many reasons. I'm going to tell you guys why, and hopefully it's a special place because of the pizza, as well as the people who work inside. What do you say we go eat, guys? I'm here due to popular demand. You guys wanted me here. I'm here. Let's go eat. All right, guys, here we go. 2 standard cheese pieces. They're already separated after he made them. I must say, every slice is quirky. Like, look at this. Small slices, it's like New Haven. I got 3 slices. He gave me one on the house because I was from Brooklyn, his old neighborhood. We're from the same neighborhood. He gave me one on the house because we're paisans, basically. So let's fold one. Crust is crackling, baby. Nice pliability. Nice dark brown bake on the bottom. This is old school pizza, man. This is old school New York style pizza, Bensonhurst style pizza. Oh. How many places can you say you walk into and the original owner and his wife is in there cooking? They look like they were in their 80s. And that's it. There's no one else in there, the husband and the wife. What a sweetheart, man. That guy was a sweetheart. There's something about this pizza. Something about this pizza, the taste just brings me back to 20th Avenue and 65th Street where I grew up. I don't know what he's using. The ingredients, the grease, a little bit of grease, not much. I see some pulp in the tomato sauce. I even see tomato skin, so that's always a good sign. It's about that time, guys. We're going to move on in to the lab and analyze what we have here before our eyes. Guys, made in the old school fashion New York style pizza. I don't know if it's ingredients or the process he's using to make his sauce. The flavor was there. A tad on the greasy side. And I don't know if he's using some hard cheese. I spent a good deal talking to the husband and wife inside, who were the sweetest of things. But we were talking about the old days and things like that. I didn't get a chance to ask him about his pizza. We're going to start with the crust before we get to the cheese. It was quite crunchy. I didn't get the first crunch. Very good back end crunch. Didn't get the crunch towards the front there. The first bite was not crunchy. Second bite, not crunchy. It started to crisp up as I got towards the back only. And you know, that's very typical in New York style pizza. Very typical. What's not typical is the aeration here, guys. He's using some really good methods to either proof the dough or I don't know what he's doing, but there are some goosebumps there present. There's a nice crunch to this pizza. Not the most pliable pizza. Exterior crunch, it's very thin, so it's not the most pliable pizza. I'd consider this a thin crust, absolutely, but it's very airy, guys. There is considerable aeration here. Perhaps it's a little weighed down by all that cheese. There's quite a bit of cheese on this thing. Maybe it was accompanied by a grated cheese, which helped enhance the flavor. Not sure. There was a bit of sharpness detected. Look at the quirkiness, guys. I was looking at his pies. You got small slices, large slices. It's kind of like a New York, New Haven thing. And it wasn't even cut in 8 slices. The pies were cut in, I think, 7 slices. So that's unique. As for the cheese to sauce ratio, not bad, guys. Not bad. It's not just an open-faced grilled cheese sandwich like you get with so many other New York-style pizzas. Tomatoes are a little dark. There's some basil in the sauce as well as oregano, as you can see, guys. It's quite an herbaceous pizza. Could have used a little more. Not the freshest oregano on earth. It's some basic oregano, but it's there, and that's good. He's using some extra time to produce his product. Yeah, tomatoes are slightly pasty. Look, you're not going to find any rustic grandma-style sauce on a cheese pizza. Not in New York, not in New Jersey, that's for sure. The main thing with New York-style pizza such as this is that the cheese-to-sauce ratio is, balanced, and it's not just an open-faced grilled cheese sandwich, which this is not. Absolutely sweet on the front bite, and it was an everlasting sweetness, slight sweetness, but there was some tartness as well. It was also slightly tangy. I think the star of this show is the crust, guys. For a thin crust, it's actually quite light for a New York-style pizza. These pizzas are usually very heavy. Even though he threw a ton of cheese on this thing, it feels quite light. One more look at the undercarriage. As you can see, a nice dark brown bake along the brim. Not exactly too pale that we're going to move it down the scale. Some decent color. So, yeah, guys, we got an above-average New York-style slice on our hands, baby.
All right, guys, it's about that time. The pizza gets cold. We give it another fold, guys. That's right. I mean, you can hear this thing crackle and flake apart. Not the most pliable, but there is a slight soft center to that thin crust, which is pretty important when I factor in a score. One thing, guys, this thing held its shape from freaking hot to warm to cold. This pizza held its shape. It continues to hold its shape, and I can guarantee you the back end crisp absolutely, you can hear that, absolutely remains long after cooling. So this is absolutely a very above average crust for a typical New York style slice shop, aka / New Jersey style slice shop. Guy's old school, gave me a pizza slice on the house. I don't know if you heard him in the beginning there. He said that he pointed to his head. He goes, "This is my computer." Smart guy. He was a pretty wise guy, man. He's like, nobody wants to work nowadays. Nobody wants to stand on their feet, because I told him, I'm doing something for social media, YouTube and Instagram, and I told him, I'm taking some footage. If you don't mind, I'd like to take some footage. He goes, sure. He didn't even know what Instagram was. He's like, Instagram? Real sweet guy. And I told him, I said, the Brooklyn pizza nowadays is not the same. Nobody wants to work. They hire a new guy to make the pizza every week. And I'm like, look at this place. I said, you're here since 1972, the same guy. And I, expressed how special his establishment was, and he knew, he knew absolutely, and she knew, his wife too. What a doll she was. One of those places, guys. This is one of those pizzas that you skip a few places for. Some places, they're in a good location, near a train station, in a shopping plaza. You go to a shopping plaza, you get a haircut, you go to the dollar store, and then you see the pizzeria next door, you're hungry, hey, why not grab a slice, right? This place is not one of those places that you go to because it's just there. This is a place you drive to, you skip 4 or 5 pizzerias for. You drive a couple minutes for. You go out of your way to get it. It's above average. So I'm going 7.6 for DELIO'S. 7.6, which is a pretty decent score for this style of pizza. I barely go into the 8s for this style of pizza. This is better than, it's not a 7.2 pizza. It's not a 7.3 New York style cheese pizza. It's a 7.6. Again, it's the pizza that you look for. You may skip 2-3 places for this. So totally worth. Not just for the pizza. Just go there for the conversations. Go there for the conversations. And he's got loyal customers. He's really busy, which I'm happy to see.
DELIO'S is conveniently located right across the street from the South Amboy train station. So if you're traveling within Jersey, you'll find the place right across the street, which is very convenient. right across from the train station, and I'm sure it helps his business. If you do stop in, be sure to compliment their letterboard menu, which is what I did. I told him that their place reminded me just like an old Brooklyn slice shop, and they were so happy to hear it and expressed why they chose not to modernize the place, because they wanted to keep that old school vibe. And take a look around town, guys. South Amboy, old town, really old American town. Lots of old World War II memorials scattered around the city. So,
Well, folks, that about does it for me. So I'm gonna go hit up a park nearby up the street. There's a beautiful park up the street. Maybe catch the sunset. I think we're gonna get a nice sunset tonight. It's a beautiful 40 degrees here in the tri-state New Jersey area. Yeah, 40 degrees. That's beautiful for February. Guys, if you can, hit that like, smash that subscribe button, and until next time, keep those bellies full. This is Antonio, signing off.